From Hollywood, California, Meltdown Comics in the Meltdown showroom, Harmontown is now in session. I'm your comptroller, Jeff Davis. Please welcome your dungeon master, Spencer Crittenden, to the stage. And now please welcome the mayor of Harmontown, Mr. Dan Harmon. Thank you. Jeff Davis, everybody.
Oh, I was almost going to pull my phone out and put my drink down for a physical ritual that has long oppressed me, but I'm free now.
Dan is presenting the audience his new Apple Watch. What do they call it? Apple Watch?
Yep. I only need to free a hand to swipe. Evernote. Boop. Here we go. Let's talk about Jurassic World. Or if you prefer, let's talk about the Apple iWatch or Apple Watch. Oh, Grandpa. No one calls them I anymore. Black people aren't I people.
They sure
They're
aren't,
just
Dan.
people.
They're not.
They're just Apple people.
They're just Apple people.
Remember when... we've talked about this 8,000 times. My grandparents think that your grandparents probably too think that black people are supposed to be called colored people, that is polite. You all roll your eyes at that. I roll my eyes at that. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, however, bit of a pickle. Stationery already ordered. It's just one of those funny things that happens to
Did you hear about that lady from Tacoma?
Well, I almost didn't. Yeah, everybody. Yes, yeah. Yes. The leader of the Spokane, Washington chapter of the NAACP was outed by her parents as being a tan white lady. After I don't know how many years. How many years do we know? How many years she successfully 10? So there's all these weird conversations that are happening, which are totally awesome and healthy, especially in the midst of, for instance, you know, the transgender movement, which has everything to do with what you are born as does not define you. Absolutely not. And then there's an equally, like, totally valid, like, clearly obvious observation that, like, if you were born as a blonde, blue-eyed lady, you do not have the right to go to a tanning booth, frizz your hair, and then say that you're getting hate mail because you're so black. Like, this is all good, in my opinion. This is all fantastic.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure other people have the right to be offended or care way more than I do. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like fun.
Oh man!
Fucking why not?
Everything's fun to us, yeah. Yeah. That's called privilege. I think that's what they mean when they say check your privilege. As long as we don't get involved, we're fine. That's the new political correctness. We just get to say, fuck it. Like that's us being the most open-minded we can be. What are you doing?
Jane is here. Earthshine Jane.
All right. Oh my God.
What's your last name, George? Do you want your last name out there in the ether?
Just Jane's fine.
Just Jane. Earthshine Jane is your Twitter handle, correct? Yep. Aside from the fact that Jane has been the purveyor and distributor for us of fine absinthe and awesome booze, did you make this glass bottle too?
I did not. I have a friend who's a master glass blower though.
Yeah, because
I designed it, but he made it.
This is really good. This is fantastic. And so I have a bottle. Sadly, I have the dregs of a bottle of absinthe.
The rest of it's in the decanter.
Oh, it's in here. You've broken it in half. I love it. Jane, if I can I do a commercial for Jane's absinthe? I took this absinthe of malice to a party, and I actually had about that much. I had about maybe a little bit more than that. Brought it to a party where I was dressed as David Bowie because it was a glam party.
And you had a David Bowie costume.
And I just had one laying around. And I took this to the party, and everybody there wanted to know how to get more of it. This stuff is really groovy, and it gets you high.
Well, so why don't we find out how? Jane, do you want to come up and talk or no? It's cool, no.
Okay.
There was hesitation there.
Yeah, you're on video.
Oh, okay, all right, no, okay, cool, Fine. Good.
Yeah.
All great.
We'll talk later on.
That's great. That's the
Yeah,
first time my
are we getting
whole
in trouble?
shtick of like, don't come up if you don't want to come up, actually finally like,
Well, yeah.
because I'm always saying it as I'm like, by the way, if you don't want to be exploited.
Yeah. Well, also, there might be some sort of agencies that might care about that.
No, there's all kinds of shit that, well, it was just ironically which is why there's a story to tell and why I want to talk to you eventually. But like I said, like tweet me when the adventure is over.
Also, while we're thanking people for gifts, this was sent to me. Apparently, it's been here for a month or two.
Tweet me when the adventure's over.
I
That's
think
the title of my book. That's my wake me for the weekend.
I got this little gift backstage, Dan. It's from a person by the hilarious name of Susan Shipper, and it was shipped to me first class U.S. Postal. And I opened it up, and it's a Scottish ski and do, which is what you put in your sock if you're wearing a kilt.
Did you mention it was through a rat?
I did not mention
As
that
it came
part.
out of the envelope.
But, so it's
Different message.
It's actually like it's a weapon. It's a knife that you keep in your sock if you're wearing a kilt. But then I was like, why would somebody give me that? And I looked at it. There's a little emerald on the side here. It's an emerald dagger.
Emerald dagger.
I love it.
Do you think is that from a Scottish fan? Is the address in Scotland?
Susan Shipper doesn't sound terribly Scottish, but I love it.
What is the address? Is there a return address? Don't say it out loud, but
This
Boy,
the,
okay.
the wholesale cutlery store in Arlington, Texas.
all right. This watch is short. One of the shortcomings has to do with the settings I programmed into it. It vibrates my wrist every time someone tweets at me. When in fact,
Every time somebody you know tweets you, or anytime anybody tweets you?
yeah. Well, no, I you set it up however you want. I made a mistake. I also immediately got all these games on my watch, so at any given moment it'll buzz and I'll go like, oh, that could be someone needs a kidney. No, Spy Master needs to know if he should face down these dogs. Yes or no?
Do it.
There's like these games for the watch that are so dumb that they're basically just like some guy like buzzes your watch, a fictional guy buzzes your watch every 6 hours to let you know he needs more training.
Can you Minecraft? Can you craft?
No, you
mines?
can't Minecraft. Everyone stop making fun of me. Which brings me to a new thing. I don't even mean that because I don't take it personally, because that's one of the 4 agreements. By Don Miguel Ruiz, which my wife Erin McGathy turned me on to. The 4 agreements, Jeff. The audio book takes less time to listen to than this podcast, which I have not done yet. But I got into the first agreement. But the 4 agreements are, God damn this fucking watch.
Spencer, are you getting a watch?
Oh,
And now
no.
there's another fucking tweet. Now people, of course, are tweeting me. You guys are great. It's like The Simpsons where they're all shocking each other. And I get it. You're amazing.
That's hilarious.
It doesn't. I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm just going to say it doesn't take talent to do what you're doing. It's just the digital equivalent of throwing a tomato. That's all it is. It doesn't take any talent. You're creating a culture of fear, which is what I've learned from this book. Anyway, so the first agreement is don't train raptors. No, I'm getting my notes mixed up. The first of the 4 agreements is, and this is the 4 agreements by Miguel Ruiz. So look it up. The audiobook is $10, which is what you paid to get in here. It is 2 hours long. So if you listen, anyways.
What are the agreements?
The agreements are. Well, first, can I explain what he means by agreement?
Yes, please do.
So, okay. So he starts with the cosmology that everything that we're experiencing right now is a dream. Like, that's not new. There's a famous song about rowing boats. That, and I'm not kidding. I was thinking about that on the way here. I'm like, God damn, they hide the secret in fucking plain sight. It's on the back of a cereal box. Life is but a fucking dream, motherfucker! And then we watched The Matrix and we're like, holy shit, yeah, row your boat! I wanted to say the N-word so bad. row your boat! But it's life. We are all dreaming right now. We're all dreaming. The human brain is.
If life were but a dream, why not say the N-word after that? What are the repercussions?
Because I don't want to pollute that dream for other people. Because we're in a shared dream.
Is that one of the agreements? Don't drop an N-bomb in someone else's drink.
No, the first agreement is be impeccable with your word, and so that we'll get to that. I need some work on that one. I'll probably die getting that one right, but the idea, the cosmology is we are all made of light, the light between stars. It's easy to laugh at, young man.
He's not laughing at that concept. He's laughing at you fishing your way through this. For this first
You don't know him. Trevor? Believe me, he's laughing at the wrong shit. I've met him. He's 3 minutes from his next DUI. But his dad's a senator, and I'm not bringing him up. We're all light.
What is that? What is that? What's the implication of that? Why is that important?
It's no one's. It's just it's a model
Of light.
It's not. What do you mean? Why is that important?
Well, is that a necessary principle for the rest of the agreements?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But you could probably do away with it after. I think because it never really comes back to. By the way, don't forget we're all light.
Yeah,
Like-
that's
like-
what I'm asking.
Well,
is
but I'm just taking you through the guy's whole cosmology.
thank you.
Do you guys like the format where we bring Spencer up before me? I thought that was a good choice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why are we saving him for dessert?
I couldn't be more nervous.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it really puts a lot more
I think-
responsibility
You
on
have no idea.
If Spencer is dessert, if Spencer's like the dessert cart laying off to the side of the table while you're eating dinner. You're eyeing that cake the whole time. You get to look at that delicious cake over there. Spencer, you're like a sexy cannoli sitting over there. Just whoop.
That sounds good.
There are some people who are here for the first time, and they're wondering, why am I watching this? All right, so, and I'll tell you, it's for my book reviews.
What are the goddamn agreements?
That's what I'm... Yeah. The cosmology is we're made of light. And life is a dream. Like, we're all dreaming right now. You dream when you go to sleep, and yeah, your dog also dreams, and he's like, you know... We're dreaming when we're awake too, because this is all an illusion. Obviously, but the difference between this dream and the one you have when you're asleep is simply the fact that this one's consistent, which makes you think it's more real, because it will be here tomorrow. But it also means it was here before you were born. It's as artificial a reality as the ones that you have when you go to sleep at night. Life is a dream. We all share it, and that doesn't mean bad. It doesn't mean less real than important. Just to put yourself in that space where you think of reality, everything that we're living right now, as a dream. It kind of immediately sort of relaxes you, and like all the great myths that we've ever heard drive into that. All of the sacred texts like insinuate that, including The Matrix and Inception. You love it. You love it. Like you do. This guy loves Inception. Wait, oh my God, the writer of Inception's here. I glanced at you and I was like, oh shit, I bet you wrote Inception. Would you stand up and prove, doesn't he look like you wrote Inception? He wrote Inception. Possibly.
Yes.
Or is it a dream?
I think he also wrote For Whom the Bell Tolls.
I don't know if that was, I think that was a joke about the power you emanate. It's all a dream. We are indoctrinated into the dream by way of agreements. So from the moment you're born, you're making agreements. Your attention's getting hooked by your parents for good reason. They're telling you, this is how you live in this dream. This is what the alphabet is. You call that a door. You call that a doormat. You call that an elephant. You call that an apple. You have to... The idea is that human beings are capable of experiencing 1,000 things at once, and of living as if we are living in a dream, of constant contradiction and never being certain about anything. Our brains are designed for that chaos, but we won. We took over the earth, and we have created a dream of very, very focused, very artificial things. And the only problem with it is that reality is it's obscured by this smoke that we create between all of us. We're never actually. He says, now, granted, I listened to this for a half hour and I turned it off, but we're made of light. all matter is mirrors where it's reflecting the light. So every time you're looking at anything with your eyes, you're actually seeing something that's simply reflective of something else. You're not actually experiencing anything by looking at something. Like so we are all reflecting each other, and we are all the truth is right in front of us, but we have all been indoctrinated into a dream through these agreements that we make with society that teach you to sort of basically operate on fear. Like everything, you're a good boy if you do this, you're a bad boy if you do that. You're a really bad boy if you think that you're a girl. Ooh. There's all these rules. Like you guys know I was being ironic when I said that. It's fucking generation. These This is the flawed society I'm representing. God damn it, I hate these fucking kids. Then they trick you into explaining everything. And
Dan, they're just light. They're just light.
You're light. You're light. It's all a dream. We're gonna wake up when we die. It doesn't. That has nothing to do with afterlife or anything. It's just to say that these and also these illusions about an afterlife, like the hell that we describe in Christian mythology. Isn't it now? Like, is what the author says. Like, this world of fear and hate, and where anybody can do anything, where your neighbor might break in your door and eat you, or he might reward you if you're a good enough boy or a bad enough boy. It's all driven by fear and prejudice and judgment and just like constant pursuit of like pleasing other people and hooking other people's attention and having your attention be hooked by them. When really what we are designed to do is just float and do all this stuff. So the idea of the 4 agreements is to wipe away all the agreements that you have made to get this far, and wipe them all away and replace them with these 4 primary agreements.
Number 1.
Okay. Always, if you are number 1. Now the first 3 are traffic oriented.
What?
Number 1, if you're parking uphill, always turn your wheels to face the curb.
Dan, does one of these agreements have something to do with little shits and whether or not to sweat it?
The first rule is, don't sweat the little shit. The second agreement is it's all little shit. The first agreement is...
Don't talk about the 4 agreements. Yay.
I hope that's not in there. All right, let me just scroll through my watch, which I'm very happy I bought. Be impeccable with your word. All right, I'm working on that.
I like that one.
Fuck you.
It's
Dan, that's not very impeccable.
All right.
What does that mean to be impeccable with your word?
Well, do you want me to read the copy? It's short. These glasses, by the way, only work for far away. Jesus Christ.
Why not get
my life is a dream. It's insane. It's an insane dream where I'm now wearing props to make people like me. That's right. I have 20/20 vision, and why I was wearing these because people like me more in them.
Now we don't.
I fell into it.
Now that we know it's all lies.
Be impeccable with your word.
Rule number 1.
Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others, Jeff. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love, Adam Goldberg.
You're doing the opposite of being impeccable every time you inject.
Rule number 2: don't call out people who are telling you you're not allowed to. There's 5 agreements. 1A, you can't. You're not allowed. If someone knows the 4 agreements before you do, they get to tell you what they are.
Okay. So rule number 1: don't talk shit.
Yeah, don't talk shit. And that's tough. That's hard. Rule number 2: don't take anything personally. This is the one that led me to this because I think this is the big thing that I have in my life. I think this is like what all of my conflict is based on either I am taking something personally that people didn't mean to be taken personally, or I am saying something that someone else is taking personally that I did not mean for them to take personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. It's easier said than done. But it's really I've heard that. Don't take it personally. I find myself, I'm like, shit, god damn it. I keep catching myself.
If I could rephrase that, don't sweat the little shit.
That's not. God, you're a fucking idiot.
Rule number 1.
That's a
rule
reflection
number
of
1.
me. That's a reflection of me.
Rule number 1. You broke rule number 2 and number 1 of the same fucking.
You don't know that. I'm a dream. I'm a dream. You piece of shit.
Rule number 1.
I'm a dream.
Number 2 and
you
number
know
1.
Nothing in my
You're
dream.
talking shit. You're taking it personally.
Everything you're saying is smoke. La 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 la. We're doing great. This book is saving our lives. Rule number 3, don't make assumptions. Find the courage, don't make assumptions. Pause. Find the courage to ask questions. I really like this one because I think this one actually, it braids nicely. This book is very old. My wife found this book in high school in her, identity-seeking phase. But it's still, this rule, I think, really is important as we enter this sort of culture of awareness and progression and calling each other out for things that we're doing wrong and stuff. Because I've said a couple times on this podcast, boy, could we try to understand ignorance a little more than we are? So agreement number 3 is don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. I don't know why he says that.
Because it's true, man.
Kind of shitting on the other agreements.
Dan,
I like that
you're
one
making
the
an
most.
assumption there.
You're right. But I'm asking a question. Why would you say that? Get your agreements shit together. Anyways, but on that note, the 4th agreement, here's what's funny about this. So I'm going to try to encapsulate this. Is that
don't fill up on bread.
We started...
Because right there.
Agreement number 4, don't fill up on bread. You're always going to want to fill up on bread. It's delicious. It's particularly hot and buttery in restaurants, but so is the food that's coming. They're going to charge you for your meal anyway. Don't fill up on bread. That was a weird one to throw in there. But we were... The reason this whole thing came up is because we were in Austin with Derek Waters, the creator of Drunk History, and Aaron and I were sitting at a table drinking in this bar. And then the 4 agreements came up because Aaron had encountered this book in her life. And she remembered don't take it personally as the important one, the one that I think performers are constantly dealing with. You make a show and somebody says, this episode wasn't as good as this episode, and what a writer hears is you're a failure and fuck you, and then you write an email and say, dear Time Magazine, fuck off. I never did it. But it's like you're taking it personally. Anyways, but what are the other 3 agreements? And we're like, oh, wow, be impeccable with your word. That's crazy. Oh, man, yeah, don't make assumptions. That's really good. And then, oh shit. Okay, I got a text real quick there. Okay. And then, but then the 4th one, it was just funny because it's 3 performers, like creative people sitting at a table, and we all looked at the 4th one when we found out what it was because we couldn't remember it. And then when we saw what it was, it's always do your best. And all the people at the table went, well, fuck that one. And then we all wait, why would we feel that way? It's because I think people who act, direct, stunt coordinate, make chairs, I don't know. I think there's a I don't know where you draw the line because I don't want to make assumptions. And I want to be impeccable with my word and whatever the first one was. But I do think actually somebody out there needs to hear always do your best. But I think the people, a lot of the people probably in this room and people in the city of Los Angeles, when they hear that, they just go what the fuck do you think I'm doing? You dumb piece of shit. More like 3 agreements, all right? But then we thought about it, we're like, you know what? I think a lot of people out there actually, someone that worked at Enron, maybe if they had read that, always do your best. And they're like, I'm doing my best. Yeah, but really? Your best?
Yeah, but that just doesn't include your work or your creativity. That includes, your...
Well, let's see what he meant. Because I never bothered to read it because I'm like, fuck that rule.
The way you behave to other people.
Always do your best. Your best is going to... Yeah, okay. Okay. I got it, guys. I got your tweets. I get it. Season 4 was great now. It's all hilarious. It's all coming to my watch. You've all got my watch. You all live on my wrist. Number 4. Now we lost Jeff. Always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. That's it? Okay, see, dumb agreement. Just do your best, whatever. I always do. I try. It always sucks. But that's a judgment on me. You're not supposed to hate yourself, too. There's somewhere in there. I've talked enough. Let's start meeting some friends, because we got a lot of them here tonight. I really want to bring up the stranger that came into season 6 of Community and nailed it. Ms. Paget Brewster. You mean long?
No, I read that. The only 2 things I remember. Hello, boss.
Hi.
The only 2 things I remember were don't gossip, impossible.
Yeah.
But
impossible.
Don't take anything personally.
Yeah.
And it's true.
That's the big one.
Because if someone is angry with you for whatever you did, it's more about them than you. Most people are insecure. I am. You are.
Yeah.
We all are. So whenever anyone says, who's not insecure? Who just went, You
It's probably
lying
Auntie.
sack of crap. Who said you? No, not
Auntie's
you.
never insecure.
No,
His
I
dad's
like
like
him.
an ambassador.
There's anytime
Fuck you, Auntie.
someone says,
Don't take it personal. Fuck you.
but it's true though. Don't take anything personally because whatever
Anytime anyone's talking, they're
about them.
yeah. Always.
We don't have to
That
worry
doesn't-
about anything.
Yeah.
Everyone's worried about their own screw ups.
Yeah. I mean, we've heard it over and over and over and over again. In fact, Spencer actually says that at the end of the dumb movie we were
Yeah.
in. It's not a dumb movie.
You learned it in retail.
Wait, what?
I had to say dumb movie.
He's
You learned
so-
it in retail.
Yeah, you do. You do, or you get bitter.
Well,
thank
yeah.
Can't even. He's so low to the ground that
Oh
I
yeah.
don't.
Well, you guys have
Spiritually?
you have a whole stage. I'm not complaining. I love it here. It's the best table. But yeah, no, you're literally elevated off the floor that I am on.
It's true.
He enjoys too much power as it is. Best. If I could dig a hole,
No.
Yeah. I would put him in it. I would have his
Oh.
head like on the floor.
No.
No, because he's
I'm
a
always
powerful
calmed
person and
when
he
I see
needs to be
Spencer.
mitigated.
Oh, that's
I
really
love
sweet.
Spencer.
I'm gonna remember
He
that.
makes me feel safe.
Spencer, do you feel powerful?
No. Yeah.
No.
Not at all. You don't feel like you.
I feel like I have agency. Like I can, like lift a rock and like go to the beach and stuff.
I just want to point out, here's some other people that said that. God and Hitler. Draw your own conclusions. And don't take it personally. But, I mean, those are, God doesn't feel powerful. Why would he make a universe if he felt powerful? Hitler didn't feel powerful. He would have stayed in art school.
This is nuts.
Don't let humility fool you. It's the
Do you
proboscis.
think God and Hitler had humility?
They had self-loathing. God was not.
God did?
God was not content to be nothing. He became everything. Who does that?
Wait.
Who behaves that way?
a very, very confident person.
Did
No,
God
I would not say that at all.
grow up with a
Confidence is-
single mother in the projects and he decided to be everything?
Wait, what?
No, I'm curious. Maybe I was not raised with religion.
Well, I know. I was raised Lutheran, but I'm making up my own perception of God. Like,
What is Lutheran?
You're saying that Lutheran
No,
is a-
no, I'm not trying to be
That's
rude.
what the
Is that
Pope said.
I was raised Lutheran too. Lutheran, like they refer to it as Catholic light. Like it looks like Catholic. You've got stained glass windows, and there's dudes wearing robes and shit.
You know how Catholicism is sit, stand, kneel, stand, sit, kneel, genuflect, stand, kneel, pray, leave. Lutheran is sit,
leave.
It's the original Protestantism.
Oh.
It's Martin Luther. Martin Luther was the first guy to say, look, religion should be accessible to the people.
So just sit and leave.
Well, I mean,
No, you do a little call and response and stuff like that.
He said, for instance, Bibles should not have to be in Latin. Why aren't they in the
Oh,
vernacular
well, that's
language?
fair. I mean, it's a dead language.
There's people who would argue with you, but yeah, I wouldn't be one of them because Latin is not Aramaic. It's not like it's the language God was talking in the first place. Yeah.
No one knows Aramaic either.
Right.
I mean,
I think
Bibles should be.
If God's talking,
Dan, don't come a knocking. Which I believe was Deuteronomy 2:11. You're saying, Dan, that if you believe in a creationist mythology, that God created the universe from nothing and created everything, you think that's an act of self-loathing and low self-esteem on his part?
You did say Hitler and God had low self-esteem.
If you don't, they have something in common, which is
Hitler and God have something in common.
If you can't...
Deadline.com tomorrow.
That's...
Dan Harmon says...
God is Hitler.
Well, but think about it. Jesus got crucified for saying the simple fact of, like, people would go, oh, are you God? And he would go, like, well, technically, yeah. And they'd be like, that's enough, string them up. And he's like, no, we all are. It's fine. But, like, he's just being technical and philosophical and inviting you to think outside the box. I mean, like, yeah, it's not gonna get you laid at a Halloween party to come into in a costume that's like Hitler but with a halo. And you're like, what's your point? Because Hitler was God. No, that's not a good message to send. He made a lot of mistakes as a human being. I'm saying that God...
Hitler or
Wait,
God?
God or Hitler?
I feel like
You're
God...
the one
You
that's...
say that?
You're the one that's digging in this... And
No, I'm asking you.
I'm telling
You're
you...
equating God.
I'm telling you the
with
one thing they had in common. Maybe they both liked fried eggs, but the one thing that I know that they had in common is that they weren't happy with their beginning state.
God wasn't happy. You're saying that's the creationism.
My God, the God that I
the birth
believe
of all
in.
existence, all this light that we are, and the mirrors that we all.
That's the Four Agreements thing. The whole thing, the we are light, that's garbage.
How can... Here's
You have to get to just get to the second agreement. The second
Just
agreement.
get to the second. No, wait, that's not the first agreement. Isn't that we're all
We're
light?
all light.
No, that you don't have to agree with that. You don't have to agree with that.
The four agreements
The
are all.
first agreement is
The first one's stupid. We're all light.
No, that wasn't
It's
the
a
first
dream.
one. That wasn't the
Fuck
first one.
you. No, don't gossip. Nothing's personal.
That's the first one. Don't
How
gossip.
can you be
No.
light and a dream? Like,
yeah,
how
whatever.
can...
Yeah, right?
How can light
You're
dream?
living in a dream.
No one is light and a dream. We're all dirt and we're human and we're sexual
That's
and
matter.
we're assholes.
That's matter. Matter's a reflection.
Sorry, I
No, that's
interrupted.
good.
I'm sorry, you were talking about God and Hitler being the same.
Not by choice.
Carry on.
Patches being sexy dirt.
You're being impeccable with your word and
I've always
saying,
been
like,
sexy dirt. I mean, you know me. What? Sorry.
get a different room.
God, stop it.
Get a podcast.
You're being impeccable with your word when you say, yeah, we're all animals, we're all like
I think so.
that's, yeah, so that's good. So you're he's not this guy never said. I just want to make it clear because I feel like I'm doing a bad commercial for him. He didn't say the first agreement was buy into all this light and
I thought you said that was the first.
No. I was explaining his cosmology. His cosmology is that we're all in a dream.
I don't know what that word means. I think it means
It just means
makeup tips.
map of the universe. Wait, what did you say, sir?
Cosmology is the map of the universe?
Just a map of the universe, a model of the universe philosophically.
I didn't know that.
Well,
And I appreciate you not judging me for not knowing that
I don't
word.
judge
Thank
anything
you.
anymore. I have 4 agreements.
That might be one of them.
Yeah, I don't make
judge.
assumptions. Yeah.
Can we have
I
a
like
little
that.
judgment jar that you have to put $1 in every time you judge somebody throughout the rest of the show?
That would be good.
Okay, I want to keep this bullet train moving because we have so many
Sorry.
friends here tonight.
Judgment cup.
Do you want vodka in that?
No,
What
no,
do you-
no.
Oh, okay.
$1 every time you judge somebody throughout the rest of this podcast. $1 in the judgment cup.
Our friend Curtis Armstrong is here, and I really
Curtis
want to
Armstrong! Curtis, welcome.
She's my street buddy.
Oh, okay.
I ran
is
into
she
her
the one
on
that
the
came
street.
up to you and
Yeah,
And
she was
said-
the one who told me that you were worried that I didn't like you anymore.
don't take it personally. Like
No.
when you were incommunicado and you were having fun with your daughter,
No. I know.
Yeah.
You just got a little uncertain, and
Yeah.
you started thinking too much and
But that's-
questioning what you've been doing.
which is
and
really
saying.
selfish and egomaniacal of me to like translate the things happening in this dream to mean something about me. It's
No,
dumb.
but I think all it was, Dan, was you expressing a very warm, friendly idea that you want Curtis to like you, and you had
And
the courage to
I
say
took
that out
it
loud.
that way. I really did take it that way. And then Leah, correct? Leah stopped me in the street and she said, "You have to talk to Dan." I was outside a ramen place and she said, "You have to talk to Dan because he's very upset and he thinks." And she said that she stood up during the show and told you, "Dan, no,
He's
he's
in
with
England."
his daughter
Yeah.
in England."
And I said, well, then I guess he doesn't check his tweets.
Anyway, that's all behind us now because you're clear on everything. And
Yeah. Have you guys ever worked
Padgett's
together?
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We worked like for 3 years on a series, an animated series called Dan Versus, and some people know
Oh.
it. And
With Dave Foley.
with
and
Dave
it was
Foley.
the three of us in
that's
a
right.
room.
And I never
I
have
miss it.
laughed so much.
I know you. Oh,
We
it was
just
really
laughed
fun.
all the time, and then the show was great, and it ran and ran. And then the network was canceled.
Well, it was this weird. Yeah, it was this weird thing where
You can never
we
get
were
comfortable.
on- no, it was like
Exactly what happened.
we don't even know yet because it was on
The Hub.
the Hub, which was purchased by Hasbro. Thank you. Which then was purchased by Nickelodeon.
The Germans.
The Germans.
And then
I
God.
believe it.
and
my
now
God.
we're back to Hitler
And
again.
They kept saying, your contract is over. Oh, no, wait. You're now owned by the Germans or something.
Right, yes, that's
And
exactly what it was.
Actually, Dave and Curtis and I had so much fun. We were like, okay, whatever. Germans, we're fine.
Yeah.
And so we were signing on to a show that didn't exist anymore.
Right.
In first position.
Yeah, it was
And
crazy.
we still don't know. Like, I have not heard
No,
any. I don't even know if
no.
we have a show.
You could get a call tomorrow. It could be like
We could.
Dave versus.
For them, though, I would do it.
Yeah.
It was great. Like,
It
for
was-
you, I would do your show in a hot damn second.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I would do your show.
Yeah.
He's
well,
nuts, but he's good.
I know.
Well, yeah. That's keep going. That's what I want. Talk to your friend Curtis, colleague, actor. Pretend I'm not here, and I won't take it personally, and tell him everything that you would say. If you ran into Curtis at an airport and you go, "Oh, I guess you just did a season of Dan Harmon's show. What was that like?"
Okay, so
Say that-
Padgett, you've
fucking-
been working with Dan Harmon, right? I heard that.
I am
So-
beat red.
Yeah, you are.
Hold on.
So,
Curtis?
You know what? I've heard some weird things about Dan.
Listen, I know.
Curtis,
Flight
that's not
451 to Burbank is now boarding. Flight 451, passengers sitting in zone 1 are now
I'm
welcome
in the
to
back,
board.
so I'm.
Here's the
I'm
thing,
gonna
man. I'm not going to lie to you. The hours are long. He's a little crazy.
be- Yeah.
Sometimes the scripts are late. But here's the problem. They're so goddamn good
Yeah.
that you will end up agreeing to have basically Stockholm syndrome. You will be like, fuck, this guy's so fucking good.
I don't know.
The whole cast is great. No, I know what you're. I know what you're thinking.
Look how happy Dan is
Somebody
right
had
now.
asked me about being on the show.
Wait, I didn't hear what he said.
Sorry. But we talked about this last
I don't
time.
know.
It's like my
He's
dream
jerking
is,
off and he's drinking.
I
I don't know.
But this is
I think-
conditional love.
Now
This is
boarding
what
zone
I'm
2.
addicted to.
Zone 2, people seated in zone 2.
I think I create the deplorable situation so that you have to say that. I think there's some unconscious drive behind me that because I don't think your time that I wasted or the wardrobe supervisor's time that I wasted made the show any better. I think all the things that make the show good could be done very quickly, and I think I purposely, or not purposely, because I don't think I'm that fucked up that I do it consciously, but I do believe that unconsciously I'm trying to put myself in a situation where mommy and daddy can say, God, you're a little piece of shit. Like, we really didn't want you. Roe v. Wade was so close to your conception.
Oh, I'm gonna wait.
So close.
I'm gonna wait.
Just
Stop.
a photo finish.
No. You got.
You don't think they told me?
No. What?
Why else would I know? 1973. Look it up. Photo finish.
Oh my God.
I don't blame them. Like, and I'm like, okay, and then they're like, well, what if I do this? And they're like, well, then, okay, now you're talented. And so I need to drive it to that.
But Dan,
go ahead, please.
go
No,
ahead.
Curtis, go.
No,
go.
please.
No, please, go.
All right, Dan, if everyone could do it quickly, then they would. And you did it the way you needed to do it.
Yeah.
And that's how it works out. I mean, you do it at the speed that you do.
But
I would say to him in an airport or at Gelson's, Curtis,
Which is where we usually
which is where
see
we
each other.
run into each other.
Okay, I'm not here.
I
I'm
would
not
say
here.
he's nuts, but it's great.
Really?
It's worth it. You're not a network. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
I've
not
heard
a
that so
network
many times
TV
about other people.
Guy.
And it
No.
never works out that way.
No, he
people
really-
tell me,
no, I
the guy's really insane, but it's
But he's
worth
great.
it. It's never been worth it for
Okay,
me.
I would. Well, because have I ever said to you, this guy's crazy, but it's worth it? Never.
No.
Because
No,
I would
it's the
only
first
say it
time.
about him.
Okay.
Believe me.
I'm just a waiter. Could you
Oh boy.
could you ask your friend for examples of people who haven't been worth it? Just because I'm a waiter and I work at an airport and this is all I have. Bye.
Dan, most people
Los Angeles.
My name's
aren't
Steve.
worth it. Oh, sorry, Steve. You know what I mean.
I do know exactly what you mean. And I've always imagined that that's what working with him was like.
He's crazy, but
He's
it's
nuts,
so worth
but
it.
it's worth it.
Excuse me. Pardon me to interrupt your conversation. I work for the TSA. Have you been approached by somebody pretending to be a waiter at this airport? Stop that waiter! Stop that waiter!
The humans are suspicious.
Predator face. He's now on his iWatch phone.
Zone 3 is now boarding. Flight 251
Now
to
he's
Burbank. Zone
flying.
3.
Still going, still flying.
Mr. President, we've made contact with the alien waiters.
Curtis, be the president.
Mr. President, as your chief of staff, I feel it's time to get you into the bunker. The alien waiters have invaded the Philadelphia airport.
Who's this guy from the White House?
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
I'm your chief of staff, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. I'm sorry.
Or am I?
Hey, Roger.
Both flying right now. They both are alien faces for the podcast listeners at home.
Paget, you're the head of an elite firm that helps people with their public scandals before they happen, but you're having an affair with President Curtis, which is the biggest scandal of all, and yet your job is to handle scandals. Go. And you both just took a shit.
Wait, but I can't.
And you can both smell it, but you think it's you, but you don't know. But you both think it's you. Because you're in the Oval Office and there's two bathrooms. And you both just took a huge shit, and you both think. I don't know if that informs.
Is this the moment after he found out his chief of staff is one of the alien waiters?
Yeah, he had that
Okay.
meeting.
Right.
Now it's time for this meeting, where usually you guys it's like your personal meeting.
I feel like the bit is you over-explaining the improv.
I would not disagree with that, which is why I stopped doing improv. That's every note I got after every improv show I ever did. comedy performer. We just saw really good improv last night in a room full of 8 people. As a Aaron, come out here so you can tell us who that was.
Aaron McGathy.
Aaron McGathy! For podcast listeners, this
Aaron
is
McGathy.
Erin, Dan's wife. She's a great actress, a beautiful redhead, and a sex bot.
Oh, thank you, Patrick. I was just like obsessively fixing my hair backstage, so now I think I have a Cocker Spaniel thing
No,
going.
I love it.
No, it looks beautiful.
I love it.
Thanks, guys. USS Rock and Roll is the group that we saw.
Yeah, what are those names? Those kids? Annie and
Annie O'Connell, Levin O'Connell.
I don't know.
O'Connor. Annie O'Connor, Levin O'Connor.
I love
Tony.
really good long form improv. Like it's so different from like short form improv is like it's a parlor trick. It's like we learn skills that we can use. I'm saying we because anybody can. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm just mean like in short form improv, which I was trained in. It's like they go, okay, here's all these disciplines, and here's how you use them to make a quarter come out of someone's ear, and you could like Jeff is does it like on like national television. Is that still a thing? National television?
Yeah, it's still national.
But when you're in a
short form improv is like vaudeville. Like it's like be funny immediately. So you don't like our friend Derek Mears made a good analogy for short form improv versus long form. Short form is like if you're on a dirt bike, there's a ramp every couple seconds. So you don't ever get that much runway and you don't ever get that much air. Long form is a lot of runway and you build up a lot of speed. So when a joke hits, you get to fly for a long time. Like so the payoff is way bigger if you can like make a joke land in a long form situation. Short form, like Whose Line is like joke. You
could also be like I mean another way to illustrate the difference is you could show up and walk into a room and go, oh, there's only 4 other people here. And for a short form improv show, that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad show. It could be the most memorable show of your life, but depending on how they react backstage, but. It generally means this short form improv engine is not going to get the gas it needs. But if you come in and there's 4 other people in the room and there's a little black box and you're watching like good, disciplined, like long form improv people, I mean, they may do a better show for 4 people than they could have ever done for 40 people. It's like you walk out, it's like church. I mean, like if you walk into a church and it's emptier, I don't know. It's like it's so good.
There's more God for you.
Or Hitler, whatever you want to use as your placeholder.
Yeah.
Well, I think
we saw just really quick. We saw improv at the Now Theater in Los Angeles. If you're interested in long form improv,
the hardcore shit. All right.
That's Craig Kukowski laughing, improv guru.
Right.
Kukowski.
Craig who many community fans know as
Officer
Kukowski.
He's also in the Thrilling Adventure Hour, 10 years strong.
Hey, Officer Craig Kukowski, come up. Let's do a long form improv scene.
Long form improv show.
I will say this, while Craig is coming up, long form improv will be meeting.
Let me show you what I mean when I say long form improv. Here we go. I heard plumber, and I heard rap. All right.
I love it. Just real quick, we promised Craig backstage we literally would not do this.
I know,
And now
that's
it's happening.
my
but it's
joke.
good,
That's
it's
my
good.
joke.
Yeah.
Sometimes my jokes have an
You
audience
want to
of
be a
one.
part of this pageant?
Get in
Wait,
it.
do you want a suggestion or anything? Like
I heard plumber and rap. That's all I heard.
Plumber and rap.
You heard plumber and rap?
Well, I mean, I thought I did.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that must be that rapping plumber I ordered.
You use some music.
A doop doop doo, doop doop doo, a doop doop doo, doo doo doo.
Well, my job is to unplug your toilet, but I don't want to today, 'cause I want to help you differently, and my name is Kevin.
Okay, Kevin. Well, the toilet's pretty clogged.
No, it's not. Well, my name is Rappin' Plumber, and I'm here to stay. I'd like to unplug your toilet in a different way. I'm the star of the show, and I rap all the time. And improv is great, because I like to rhyme. My name is Rappity, 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 Rap.
Do I give you
No.
the Groupon now?
No.
Or- Okay.
Hi, honey. I heard that Kevin's here.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I was a ghost the whole time. I was just haunting the scene. I'm from Hitler and God's world. You know what I mean. I'm gonna moonwalk downstage for you. I'm an improv master. This is what I do. Break it down. Improv, 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 improv.
I know we're only supposed to call the number if we feel threatened.
No, they're not. What time is it?
It's
No, it's not.
I didn't even tell you what time it was.
No, you didn't.
2 hours earlier, before Kevin the rapping plumber showed up at the house.
This better be good.
Well, goddammit, I've been plumbing this thing and it's just not.
I know, honey, and you're so good at plumbing this thing. You are. And I'm so sorry for making this mess. And I know that the only plumber in town is schizophrenic.
Why did we move to this tiny town?
Well, we were down in Omaha in 73. Didn't know what we would do till we lived in a tree. We had only $4 to our name, so we decided to get in the Omaha game.
Still, Omaha is a fairly large city.
4 years earlier in Omaha.
As the mayor of... Hello, sorry. As the mayor of New York, I clearly got on the wrong flight.
I mean, when will one of these towns...
4 years later, back in the house. 4 years later, back in the house.
Remember when the mayor of New York was on our flight to Omaha? That was so.
That was a weird day.
That was so
That was
surreal.
a very
there
weird
was so
day.
much security.
The test came back. It's you, not me. I can have children and you can't. I'm.
Look, I make so much money as an insurance executive here in Omaha.
I know, and that's why I'm with you. Also, your
It feels
smile.
good when we state our subtext. Well, I better leave because you need to take a big shit.
You know, I know this sounds weird, but I appreciate that you know when I need to take big shits.
I can just read it on your face. And you're impeccable with your word.
All right.
Long form motherfucking
That's
improv.
long form
everybody.
improv. Craig Kakowski.
Craig Kakowski, thank you, brother.
Hey. Craig probably doesn't need to plug anything, does he? You guys can come back now, the theatrical portion. of the show.
You notice Paget and Curtis fled over here for safety.
No, because they're actors. They're like, fucking give them space.
You guys, you can resume your seats. Okay?
Yeah.
The improv is over. You're good. You're good to go.
Oh, hello, officer. Mr. Pickles.
Now, let me ask you a question. Dan, you know improv is
What?
yes
What?
and,
It's
not
rapping.
no!
Wait, what? No, it's rapping and saying no. Where did you guys learn improv?
Jeff? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you looking at your watch?
No, I was writing things down.
Okay. Improv is yes and, not no!
Ideally, yeah.
Okay. Just, you know that.
That was my bit.
Your improv is no!
And then rapping and standing literally
Your
in front
rap
of Craig
was
Kakowski, which was funny.
It should just be a yes and rap.
Well,
Your rap was stellar,
Thank you.
right?
It's all anyone will remember anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
My favorite 30 Rock joke. I love 30 Rock, but the best joke, my favorite one, was they alluded to the fact that Liz Lemon and I can't even remember her friend's name. That is the host of the original show, but whatever. Jen. So they allude to the fact that they met doing improv workshops. I've told this 1,000 times. It's just my favorite thing. They just flash back to Tina Fey, and they're just sitting in all black, and they're sitting on these two chairs in this little black box, and they go, "Okay, the suggestions are Sling Blade and Oprah Winfrey," and Liz Lemon goes. Just kind of centers herself and then goes, I sure like those French fried potatoes. And then Jenna goes, no, you don't, Oprah. And then it just goes back. All of the sitcom like whip pan flashbacks that we've had to suffer. That made it all worth it. It was so funny. I love it.
Craig has been my teacher and coach a billion times over. I'm sorry, I
Turn that phone off right now.
It's time
Turn
to
it
say
off.
this.
It's the
That beeping. Turn it off.
I'm sorry about the subtext thing, and I'm sorry about going to the infertility place. I've done it before.
Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally.
No, yeah, God damn it, that's true. That's the most important thing, and I screwed up.
Yeah,
Aaron, my favorite thing of that was is going to the infertility place a hack premise? Because I wanted to see.
It
more.
is for old Aaron McGathy.
it's
Wait.
it's
9/11.
not yet.
That is
9/11.
9/11. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
when's the
we go by
stage
that clock.
Oh yeah, it's 9/11.
No.
Oh, it's 9/11.
Oh. Wait a minute. What?
I know. It's just something we do.
They do this all
You're
the
part of it
time.
now, Patrick.
It's really disturbing the first time it happens.
It's
No,
something.
I
no,
really
wait,
didn't
I'm
get it.
asking about
And
Jeff Davis wanting kids.
Oh, you mean the real
you
9/11?
the real biggest tragedy.
Paget, aren't you married right now?
Yeah, now.
You sexy
Oh,
dirt, you.
shut up, shut up. I'm going to get in so much trouble. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
We were both young,
We were very young.
but it was great.
Too.
Wait, what was a long time ago?
We had a little.
Nothing,
we had,
what?
we
They
had,
went out.
we had a very. We dated for like
You're
45
playing
minutes,
dumb.
a long time.
Well, no, I'm playing.
It was
polite.
longer than 45 minutes.
All right, fine. They dated. I was not the one that brought it up. You guys brought it up. They dated. All right.
Every time I work with you, I find out
I know.
this is really true. The last time I worked with
Listen,
her, there was another person involved in what we were doing, and it was this. It was like, like the eyes getting all, remember that?
No,
And,
listen, I
we'll
dated.
always, you
know.
dated a lot.
I did.
Curtis!
Paget, I still have 2 of your wigs, by the way, at my house, which I wear quite frequently.
Oh,
I got
God.
I got the red wig, the short red wig. And
You
the,
do?
And the long.
Oh
red,
my God, my landlord's son wanted that wig. And I couldn't find it.
I have the weirdest boner. This is not my joke. It's Donald Glover's. Wait. Okay. Oh, all right. So.
I'm sorry, wait. Patrick just said her landlord's son wanted that wig. What do you mean?
Well, not now. I mean, I own a home now.
She's sophisticated now, but there was a day when.
No, I lost a couple of wigs to Jeff Davis back in the day, and that's fine. Listen, every woman loses a couple of wigs to Jeff. That's fine.
Paget, you weren't the first, and you won't be the last.
I know.
Do you have, Paget? Do you have a? You're very experienced. You've been very.
Do you have an
No.
STD?
I'm changing.
No!
No, I know.
Amazing! I cannot believe it! I thought by now I would have something awful. No. And I never...
I feel the same way. It's a fucking miracle,
Isn't
right?
it amazing?
It's a
Because you
miracle.
got around too.
I'm a condom. I'm safe sex
Yes,
kind
we
of crazy.
both use condoms.
Yeah.
We together and with other people. But still,
I used to truth be told, I used to put your wigs on my dick and fuck you with a wig.
that I don't remember.
Huh? No.
All of Harmontown has led up to this point. This is it. This is the most important moment.
Well, I was going to ask you just because I didn't want to be remiss in having you on stage. Like we've farted around and had fun, but you're a performer that has been funny for a very long time and probably is admired by a lot of people when they watch you on screen and stuff. And it was just so that I'm not remiss as an interviewer. I don't want to do my job wrong. Like, is there a philosophy that you follow? Because your ability to, as I wrote, be the person that dropped in and nailed it. You know,
You wrote that.
I wrote that as a Valentine to
For
everything
me.
that you had done. Yeah, but,
Which was lovely.
I wrote everything you said, motherfucker.
No, I know. No, I'm just saying.
Don't you
no, I know.
forget it.
No, but the fact that you wrote for me to say in the last episode as someone who came in late and nailed it, and I was so scared to say it because I didn't know at that point if I had. Like,
that's
to
adorable.
me, I didn't know.
But no, I'm kidding. I just did to you what Aaron does to me all the time. I'm so sorry.
Did you just do it?
No, never mind. Can we put a pin in that?
I missed it.
Can we put a
I
pin in
missed
that?
it too.
No, put a pin in that. I just want to.
Oh my God, this has become something else.
No. Well, is there anything like before you step in front of 8 fucking giant cameras, 5,000 lights, 200 people dangling from rafters? You know, like, is there like different actors say different things about how are they able to do comedy or drama or anything in that totally artificial environment? Because all we see on the screen is that, like, it's because of the courtesy of these craftsmen who make things look like a living room and look like a courtroom in Mississippi in 1950. Like, all we see is reality, and then these amazing actors, and we don't realize that it's like, Jesus Christ, the environment is so unnatural, and you get, like, particularly comedic actors are able to exude all of this, like, weird human energy. Is there anything that you do? Do you kneel in front of a mirror in your trailer? Do you remind yourself? Do you have a mantra? Are you crazy?
I'm going to say this is Dan being a really generous, thoughtful man, podcaster, interviewer. He doesn't have to ask this.
No, I wanted
the only thing I care about.
Well, because I don't
in
care.
working. No, you shouldn't.
Wait, I don't
because
have to.
that question is like, oh, what do you have to promote? You're an
I'm saying because, like, a lot of them out there want to do what you do.
No, yeah, but they don't. They want to, like, be home with their families and like maybe take a
totally
course.
Misunderstood our audience.
Wait, no, I'm saying no. You're being very giving and loving and supportive and thoughtful and saying, oh, what do you have to do for this character? I don't. I just show up.
But
and I say the lines, and I do the best I can.
Is there
and
anything-
you write great lines, and that's why I was there.
Well, so what
it's-
She a pro.
When you're in front of the
No.
When you're in front of the camera, what you know?
Okay, when I was younger, I thought, how does my hair look? Am I hiding the size of my nose?
Do I have all my wigs?
Or is that guy I was dating, did he take them?
You
Yeah.
gave
You're
them
thinking
to
about
me.
other
I asked
things.
you for them, and you gave them to me.
Of course I gave them to you. You were a great boyfriend.
Okay,
Briefly.
Paget, pretend you're at an airport with Curtis.
Actually, I think Curtis and I will be performing our long-form farting president and presidential aide improv at Gelson's in Silver Lake sometime over the next 2 months.
Yeah, but we're not announcing the time. You just have to luck into being there.
It's like a rave. They'll let you know.
Because it'll
Skrillex
be-
will tell you. You have to be on Skrillex's Instagram.
You
Is that
just
how it still
have to
works?
be there at the right time.
Curtis, do you have a ritual? Do you have a technique? Do you have a mantra? Do you have a threshold you have to cross before you step in front of cameras?
I don't.
Or on stage.
I was thinking about this recently. Did I tell you about finding my booger biography?
You did, yes. You said
Because that was what I used to do.
Booger?
I actually found in a notebook because I was trained as an actor, and that what you do as an actor is, in order to understand your character, you write a biography of it. And no one will ever know what you've written, but you'll know, and that's why you do that. And I found my biography that I wrote in 1983 for Booger. as
Okay,
to who
Revenge
he
of
was.
the Nerds.
For Revenge of the
Booger,
Nerds.
Revenge of the
And
Nerds.
that
Sex
was what I
Girls.
used to do. I don't do it anymore because no one ever gives me roles where they actually start in a place and end in a place. Those don't really happen that much
Well, my
anymore.
friend, that's about to change. Give
Except-
me a beat.
Oh, what's going
I
Thank you. How was I?
Yeah. Oh. I just,
I liked it.
It
I don't
was
know what
good.
it was, but
I
It
got
was
blue
pretty much-
balls.
I thought you were about to go into some nice long form improv for us.
Oh no! Like I could give him a role tonight on this stage. That would.
Well,
be
it
what
looked
it
like
seemed like, yeah.
it looked like that's what
But he
you're
would have
going
to
to
go
do.
off and write a biography. Well, okay.
No, I don't do that anymore.
All right,
I did that.
okay.
I did that in the past.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I'm your dad.
Okay. I'm not an improv guy, so if you're really expecting improv,
But no. But we want. This is just going to be, like. You've already done more than enough in like Shadowrun to know you could. That's the level of improv. You just.
I mean, don't worry. You're playing with somebody who's going to disagree with everything you say.
Oh, right. Okay.
No. I'm not going to do that.
oh my
But-
God, what is going
No.
on with
We-
you two? Can I be your counselor? Can I be your counselor? Can I
I'm
ask
your-
Yeah,
when you
what was
do
that thing
X,
what was that thing
I
that we
feel
put the pin in?
X.
What was that thing
Yeah,
that you
what was
put the
the thing
pin
we
in
put a pin in?
about the thing that she does?
Oh
that
no,
you
it
were
was just too
doing the pageant?
complicated a topic. It was just it was derailed. Let's do this. I'm your dad, and I.
Oh my God.
You're at the breakfast table.
Yeah.
And I just found a joint under your mattress in your bedroom.
Hey, Dad. Morning.
Good morning. Would you care to explain this?
I don't know what that is.
Well, you should. It's under your mattress.
Oh, it must have come with the mattress. It's not mine. I gotta get to school.
You got the day off, mister, because you're going to talk to me. Because you could go to school every day for the rest of your life, and if you keep making choices like that, it's not going to matter. I went to Vietnam for you. Not for my country. I fucking hate America. I went to Vietnam for you.
Dad, how old do you think I am?
I think you're 17. I'm 32. It's 2015.
What year is this?
It's 2015.
Oh, it's now.
I went to Vietnam for you to get that mattress. It's ostrich skin. It's expensive.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm experimenting. I'm reaching out. I'm trying new things.
The fucking mattress doesn't care about your coming of age. I could have gone to Sears if I knew you were going to put shit that's on fire under it.
Well, Dad, you were in Nam. Did you never take drugs in Nam?
Of course I did. I didn't put
Well,
it under
then
my
why are you
fucking
yelling
mattress.
at me?
It's an expensive mattress. It's ostrich skin.
Dad, I don't smoke the mattress. I just put the joints there.
See that you don't smoke the mattress. This thing has brown on the end of it. That means that when you put it under there, it could have been red.
Okay,
Do you
all
have,
right.
have you ever heard these stories?
Yes, I've-
Embers
I'm
can burn
sorry.
for a month. You could burst into flame.
I'm sorry.
Be careful.
I'm really glad that we had this talk, though, because you don't talk to me that much. And
Well, let's talk now.
Dad, what are you doing?
Pouring a bowl of grape nuts.
Oh, okay.
It's called space work. Hello?
Dad, that was milk.
Hello?
Dad, it's milk for your grape nuts.
Milk?
I just gave you the milk for your grape nuts.
Son, milk is calling me.
Take it.
Milk. I'm just sitting here with my son. Everything's fine.
Look at your watch. Look at your watch. Look at your... It
Milk?
doesn't mean anything.
Milk, why would you say something like that? I've trusted you forever.
It's your watch.
Watch.
My watch and my milk are talking to me, son.
Your son is important. Your son is important.
Dad, are you okay?
My son is important.
Vietnam,
Dad?
Vietnam, Vietnam,
Are you okay?
Vietnam,
Dad?
Mom!
Vietnam.
Your son is
Vietnam,
important.
Vietnam,
Your son is
Vietnam,
important.
Vietnam,
Your son is important.
Vietnam, Vietnam.
My son is important. My son is important. County line, 3,000 miles. My son is important. 3 days later. My son is important. Bing bong. I need a doorbell. My son is important. Is this Don's doorbells? Is your doorbell a real doorbell? I thought it was, I assumed. I'm sorry.
No, yes, it's a real doorbell. You just walked into my house.
Oh, I thought it was Don's doorbells, and that I assumed that the doorbell on the outside was just a. I'm sorry.
Don's doorbells was run by my son downstairs.
Sorry, what? Your
Did
son
you just
Don?
close the door and then try to talk to me?
Your son is important. Bing bong. Yeah. Ooh. Your son is important.
Vietnam, Vietnam, Vietnam.
Thank you. Don's doorbells is downstairs.
Thank you. You get the idea. Oh. Mike Myers must have been so young.
Jeff, are we still in the improv? Should I run Don's doorbell?
Yes, yeah.
Don?
Whatever you. Yeah.
Hello!
Don, it's me!
Don's doorbell's here! I'm slightly Scottish, slightly Irish. What's happening? I love doorbells. And you are?
I am my son's father. My son is important. Don is important.
Do you need me to call 911?
Yes. And one. All right,
Yeah, we got it.
That's fucking perfect.
An extra one, yeah.
Perfect.
Good.
But
I almost blew it.
but
then I added the extra one.
Yeah.
That's
Dan, though,
good
did
improv.
Curtis's character really go from point A to point B? Did we really see that develop, or is that just another one of those one-note Curtis?
See, this
roles?
is what I mean.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
I think Curtis did a great
I
job.
thought I was going somewhere. I didn't really go anywhere.
You know what I did wrong? I endowed Curtis with a low-status character. Curtis, I am...
No.
No, Dan.
Well,
For the love of
Dan,
God,
can
don't.
I overrule this, Dan? I say if we're gonna do any more Curtis character development, we save it for Shadow Run, everybody.
Shadowrun.
Okay, so we got Nightblade. We got... we should bring Demorge up here.
Demorge Brown to the stage, please. Demorge Brown. A cavalcade of stars tonight at Harmontown. Oh, yeah.
Here, Demorge, why don't you sit here? Sit here and take this mic.
But I could stand.
No, I can make do.
Where are you going?
I
Dan?
will say Spencer is still sitting lower than the sea level.
It's true. I was thinking, you know, they also have taller chairs. It's a real confluence of factors here.
We're having
Confluence.
too
Good
much fun.
word.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Now-
you want a taller chair.
Paget, we have
I'm
to.
fine.
We probably have to get Paget up to speed on what the hell we're doing here, right? Paget, are you familiar
What?
with? Are you
Should I get
familiar?
out?
No, you're staying with us for certain. We'd like you to help us play a game. It's like a role-playing game. Where
Oh, it's called Dungeons and Dragons.
it is. It's like
Well-
them. It's called Shadowrun.
Oh, this I don't know.
It's like think of it kind of like the Matrix, the
you know
future.
this?
We're kind of like mercenaries, like
Great.
badasses for hire. And what role will Paget be playing, Spencer?
Well, see, that's the deal. I mean, we got a whole group of people here.
Oh, Dan, you have a chair coming in.
Yeah, I don't have a character sheet for Hack Guy.
Curtis, have
That's
you
the
done
problem.
I have done this.
'Cause he's a
But
plot
You know what?
device.
No, I'll do it.
No. I think she should do Dr. Friend.
No, you're Dr. Friend.
All right, I'll do Dr. Friend.
Well, wait.
Right.
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe Dr. Friend, maybe what has happened is Dr. Friend has gone into sort of a time warp, time thing, and has changed and is now being played temporarily by Paget.
Wait, we don't
Brewster.
actually.
I don't know what's happening.
We don't actually have too many people, do we?
We do have too many
Mercy
people.
O'Donnell.
We have
Eve
too many
Liberty,
I'm
people.
telling you.
Jim Knightley.
Trust me.
Hodor.
Who would I lie? Why would I lie to you?
Spencer, oh my
Okay.
God, I love you.
I
Are the most honest.
am willing to stand by the side
this arm.
and
Thank you.
cheer everyone on.
Spencer, is it possible to have, without anybody else being Hack Eye, maybe let Paget...
What's a hack eye?
Hack Eye is a character that you
I don't want to be a hack eye. Spencer!
What?
Could she be some sort of NPC and come and join
Can
the
I
fun
be an
somehow?
NPC?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of things that we could do successfully. I mean, I'm telling you now. It's just I don't have a character sheet for an extra character. So
Well,
if you don't need a sheet,
I
if
will
you're
walk
an-
away.
We all have those.
If you
we
will
all have
love
those
me
days,
forever.
We all have those days where we feel different than we do the day before. I call those. I guess that's every day. But maybe would it be okay if Paget was my memories?
Jeff just
Or-
made a
I'll
kind of
walk
a-
away.
Jeff just made an interesting pitch that it would take Spencer's yes to go with this. That what we do is
Take our shirts off.
No, I'm not.
we
no.
do it.
We give everybody 2 eggs.
We do a very special episode where we do a flashback and find out about Dr. Friend's origins. But it would have to be like, Spencer would be off the grid, off the map.
Oh yeah, it would be a real improv show. Which I mean, you guys are the masters at that thing. I think if you're
All right.
Yeah, so Spencer, your job would be maybe to just define whatever needs to be defined in the spatial.
yeah.
And change scenes. and
I'm
stuff.
just you guys got to do some lifting though.
What
Know what I
is
mean?
going
All right, how about this?
on?
Okay,
It's, you know what?
Can I just leave and go to the bathroom and call my
No,
mom?
Paget,
and-
we need you for this. You're
No.
you're an actor, and we need you.
No,
For this.
you need someone to leave. I will be that person.
No.
No.
What is happening?
Paget, we're going on a magic carpet ride right now, and you're on board for this.
We need you
We've
more
done
than
that
your
before.
mom.
I'm just asking for this to be happening. Spencer, I'm sorry you had to see
You're
this.
fine. Don't worry about it.
Please tell me that's how Jeff initiates sex. Oh. You wanna go on a
Bingo.
magic carpet ride?
Bingo. Dan, why don't you
I'll co-DM with Spencer.
co-DM and you at least you said Dan, you go over it with Spencer, and you guys together come up with the. You do the intro for wherever we are and
Oh,
set.
this is gonna be bad. Oh, he did it. Jesus.
Let me tell you, that chair's the
Guys.
wrong height.
Nobody gets a chair, a folding IKEA chair, over an audience like Dan Harmon.
Yeah. He's crazy, but he's great.
Well, Paget, this is your wheelhouse because you're also on an amazing show called Thrilling Adventure Hour, where you are on a radio show.
With a bunch of people
Thrilling
here.
Adventure Hour.
A bunch of people
Quick,
here.
Quick,
They
Quick,
know
Quick,
it.
we're also on.
Yeah, I mean, no, we're not we're not using character sheets.
We're freestyling this. This is the origin story of Paget. Curtis's character is Dr. Friend. He is a. What, you want to describe your character to her briefly?
To the
Please.
to the extent that I understand it.
Oh, Thank you. Okay.
Dr. Friend, and I don't really. Dr. Friend is a part of the gang. He is a medical man, but he's a medical man who is disturbed and he has a past.
Okay.
But no one really knows what that is.
Okay.
And among the things that he's done in the course of this is he has powers that he can use on people, like no, wait a minute. I'll tell you. In
Oh
one
my
second.
God! If there's the files, I want a
He
file.
does things like he can do healing powers.
Healing.
So in the course of one of our adventures, if we get hurt, if somebody gets hurt and is dying,
you have a
I can heal
healing
them.
power. Yeah.
Right. And that everybody has powers of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a magical world, Paget, but it's also the future. So it's technological, but there's also spells and magic. So it's like the future
And
but
a lot of criminal
Okay.
activity.
Yeah.
And also
tonight-
it's Seattle.
I have no file, so I have no power.
Well, tonight is
right
just
now.
focused on the mysterious past of
Paget,
Dr.
right now, because
Friend.
now this is backstory, so none of us are going to be playing.
don't
our
know
characters.
No one
anything.
is going to be.
Oh, okay.
You're an even playing field with the rest of us. Only Curtis knows what his
I'm
character
sorry.
is.
I'm very competitive, and I want powers and a file. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Paget,
It's all right.
you're allowed to be whoever
all
you
your
want.
You
all
can at
your
least
roles
see
will
what-
become apparent. It's a special one-off episode. We're exploring the origins of a character. So Spencer, what year is it when we're normally playing Shadowrun?
2074.
Okay, and
What?
how old do we think Dr. Friend is?
Oh, he's a good, I don't know, 27.
What's
Never
2074
Good age.
minus
Never
27?
Yep.
What'd somebody say? 36. 46. 2046. Our story begins in 2046 AD at Baltimore General Hospital. Ivy overruns the decrepit building, which has not been the same since the fall of the hospital and the healthcare program. Still, patients are served here, but they're never happy to be served. They only have to be. We move through the front doors of the hospital and down the decrepit halls and start to pick up the wails of a woman giving birth. We enter the delivery room, certainly not the most sterile one we've ever seen.
That's right. Keep going. Keep going. Breathe. Push. Push.
I'm afraid, Mark.
Why?
I've never done this before, you asshole. Why am I afraid?
It's all right. We're in the hospital. People are looking after us. Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing-
Come on.
Look, have you heard from my sister?
No. I've tried to reach her, but there's no answer on
God damn it.
her chip phone.
She's always so wild, always trying to find a good time, always giving wigs to men she's having casual sexual relationships with. And just, if you hear from Anastasia, just tell her to get here now.
I'll try her again. It's all I can do.
Dr. Gerber, Anastasia in room 1.
Anastasia's here. Keep
Dr.
pushing.
Gerber, Dr. Gerber. There was a.
No, Curtis. This is when you were born. This is 27 years old. Yeah.
Thing. Sorry.
This is 20,
Totally misunderstood.
27 years earlier.
I'm in there.
27 years.
I
earlier.
don't have to worry
Wait, did
about.
I blow it?
Okay.
Did I blow it?
No. You were right. I was wrong.
What?
I thought I was still Dr. Friend, and in fact, I'm still.
Someone who knows
I'm in there.
the pregnant woman giving birth.
No, I'm the baby. I'm in there.
What?
I'm in there.
He's in here!
In there.
So I need a man to play your dad.
So now,
Dr.
I am
Goober,
the doctor.
Dr. Goober.
I am.
Dr.
Oh
Goober,
my God,
Dr. Goober,
improv
get in
can
my
go
office.
so
I want you in my
wrong.
office right now, Dr. Goober.
What's wrong? What have I done?
Dr. Goober, what have you done? What haven't you done? Don't you realize that you're the brother of the person who's the father of the child you're delivering right now?
Oh, that's good. It's Anastasia. I'm a drunk intern.
Anastasia.
I don't get it.
Where have
I thought
you been?
knocked up. I got a baby that's gonna be the brother of that
I
baby.
don't care whose baby it is. All I know it's gonna look a lot like that doctor right there.
No, listen to me, Anastasia.
Dr. Gerber.
Anastasia, what happened to us was a long time ago.
But
That's
it
in the
meant,
history.
No, it was like
And the
9
last
months
thing-
ago.
Okay. But
Calling
the last-
Dr. Craig Kakowski. We need help in long form improv and stats. Calling Dr. Craig Kakowski.
Please.
Our long form improv is in critical
my
condition.
fault. I don't.
Critical condition.
Dr. Kakowski. Paging Dr. Kakowski. Dr. Kakowski.
Yes, I was playing golf. What can I do?
I'll give
we've
this
got
to
a, we've got
Curtis
a
Armstrong.
patient here in crisis, and I thought I knew what I was doing.
Patient in crisis.
You guys, I'm an orderly. You'll never see me again. I'm interrupting this very focused scene about the origin of a character to let you know that at this point in future sci-fi history, some big shit is happening, Forrest Gump style, on the televiewer. Look! They all look to the TV to see a news report about something.
Dr. Kakowski.
Well, it seems that Vitas is back again. It's sweeping the nation faster than ever before. We got babies turned left ways, babies turned down ways, and adults turned back ways. It's an ugly world. You gotta not touch anybody. Don't even bother washing your hands. Cut off your hands. Wash the stumps. We're talking Vitas. It's back, baby. I'm out of here.
Have you guys made sure that your baby is, please don't be offended by this, but human?
Oh God, please. Look, someone take this metal card with a number sketched on it. Officer Gerber, your brother's number is listed there. If you could get in touch
You know
with
what?
him.
I'll have a look at that number, if I could.
Obama? Look, no one trusts you since the pickle scandal of 2014.
Well, you know,
I believe
40,
that pickle
40.
scandal was a little later than
Yes,
that.
it was. Oh, this epidural.
that's fine. We've got a quality. Here we go. Strangely enough,
We've
I
got an
love-
emergency breech birth.
Oh, good God, it's
Something's
hideous.
come out. We don't know what it is. It's
No,
come
it's an
out.
orderly
I've
that
never-
was just hanging out beneath and I just cut his throat.
God damn it, I'm a long form improv doctor, not an OBGYN.
I also don't know if you can save this.
6 years later, at the Friend household.
It's a shame.
What's a shame, Mom?
That long form improv. It's a shame. They tried.
I've heard you talk about that sometimes, but you never really explained
Because
it.
I don't want to talk about all of it, son.
hey,
Well, even a little bit would be
Baby, I
helpful.
think he's old enough. He is old enough to hear the story of how Obama came to the hospital and you slit the throat of a ghost orderly. He is old enough.
That has been distilled
grandson,
into a sentence.
grandson, it's your grandfather. Would you come out on the porch with me a moment? I just wanted to have a talk with you.
Well, sure, Gramp.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, in the background, cars are flying.
That's never gonna goddamn happen. I wish it
Grandson,
would.
I won't be around a whole much longer. These damned flying cars. When I was a boy, there was no. We had pickles until that horrible scandal came along. And I want to tell you this before I pass along, son.
Okay.
I want you to follow in my footsteps and be a doctor. However, you do understand that you're not like other people, boy.
What do you mean?
Have you ever noticed anything weird happen to you at night when you're laying in bed all alone?
Yes.
5 months earlier,
Come on, Rudy. Here, boy! Here, boy!
There's nothing there. There's nothing. Oh, no, there is.
You
There
have to
is.
be injured.
Honey, it's time to go to bed.
Oh, no, but look at Rudy. There's something wrong. He got his leg caught in a trap.
Honey, Rudy's an old dog.
No,
it's
he's
all
not.
right.
Young,
I can heal him.
You is
young man,
too young.
man.
What in the...
You have the power to heal.
What in the world?
You have the power to heal. Heal.
Honey,
heal.
go to bed. Everything's fine. Rudy's fine.
Son,
No, I healed him.
grandson, back to the present. So, grandson, remember that time you healed the dog with your mind?
Yes, I do remember it, but I thought it was all a dream.
It wasn't a dream, and we're not all light. That's horse shit. We're real people. We're here right now. I want to make one agreement with you, son.
Okay.
Grandson, that is. You were contaminated at birth by Vitox, and you're going to suffer some very special skills and some very special detriments.
Inside Pappy's chest, his heart beats heavier and heavier.
Boom, boom.
Oh, I'm dying. Don't heal me, boy. Don't heal me. Let it happen naturally.
Boom, boom.
Let it. I don't. Oh. Do I see that look in your eyes, grandson? I see that look. No. Oh.
Cut to
Agony!
the doctor explaining Vitox.
Agony!
A doctor explains Vitox.
Completely lethal. It'll kill you in 100% of situations. Unless maybe some crazy shit is in your genes, like you have troll stuff. I'm a doctor.
Cambridge bells fade up on the scene of friend's grandpa dying, and we dissolve to the now not perfectly manicured lawns of an Ivy League medical school.
Well,
Crows and ravens are more prominent now than the kegs and date rapes of old. No, it's good.
Well,
It's a good thing. There's a couple ways the future will be better. There's more education. There's more put into this. Like sex ed is no longer about just what diseases you can get. We actually tell kids before they get horny about consent. Okay, so we zoom in on a medical proscenium and into a medical class.
Son, I'm here to show you the medical college you should go to. And so, what do you think? Plein air corpses.
Hey, friend, it's real weird we have to watch these meetings, right?
I know. Jeez.
I just want my son to pick the best college. Princeton, Harvard, Yale.
All right, okay. Thank you, Mrs. Friend. And I think that will put an end to Parents' Day here at medical school.
If
So-
that's what you say.
Always been, I never approved of it. It feels weird. Now, as we were saying, how does nanotechnology affect the human condition? And what is human after all? Mr. Friend, perhaps you'd be more willing to answer that, or does your troll nature confuse the issue? The
Friend,
camera-
whispers about friend, whispers about friend. Not good enough. Weird. He's a weird guy.
The camera pushes through those students and lands on a troll-like Dr. Friend, now 21 years old.
From inside his mind, a voice speaks. Yeah, trust your instincts, Doc. Do you like French fries, Doc? Trust your instincts, Doc.
My troll DNA has nothing to do with my work as a doctor.
Oh, really? We have ourselves a protege. Wait, what do you call it? Prodigy. I spent the year teaching in France.
I'm your protege.
Yeah, get out of here, Dave.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please, I think this could be a teachable moment here at Hologram John F. Kennedy Ivy League Medical School for the surgical and nanotechnological arts. Please do indulge us, the world's first troll surgeon. What do you feel about Helmanson's law regarding the inefficacy of nanotechnological devices in the bloodstream?
Inefficacy. Good word.
Dana, also out. This is not English.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry, we were having tea in the hole.
Also you, Mrs. Stevenson. I don't care how much I'm behind on my rent.
Doctor, I would love
Professor,
to...
Professor, do you mean to tell me that you're going to let a troll person get up and tell me about nanotechnology?
Yes! You all have to start listening. It's a new world. Trolls are every bit as worthy and acceptable as doctors as any of the rest of you.
Too true.
And I'm going to prove it.
He will.
As friend speaks, sweat drips from his armpits in a way that is inhuman, and it creates puddles beneath him.
Well, perhaps before you advise us on our physiology, you should manage your own. Look at the puddles.
But he's not wrong.
Look at the puddles. You'll have to work much harder, or the world will have to get much worse before you're successful.
Just as this conversation
worry.
is happening.
I'll work harder, and you'll regret this as long as you live.
The professor's face begins to melt like butter in a microwave, dripping to the ground. Beautiful. Blood goes into a signature that says Dr. Friend.
Cut to 2000 something, but it's a courtroom. It's a futuristic courtroom. Dr. Friend is in shackles, facing a hologram of a judge.
Dr. Friend, is it in fact your contention that you have the power of the mind at your will as a healing device? I'm reminded, of course, of the story of a child who had a mere human cold, which has been eradicated for some decades. But his parents thought that they could, through Christian Science and the Word of God, heal this young man and did not give him syrup of Ipecac or Sudafed or whatever crude inventions they had at that time. Is it possible that you, as a non-human doctor, claim to understand the human workings that were first profligated by von Leeuwenhoek and his microscope?
Your Honor, is there a question for my clients?
Yes.
The question is.
Prosecutor Sanders, we've asked this many times before. If you could please rephrase your monologues into a single sentence.
Objection, Your Honor.
And I don't care.
I don't think she knew what she was going to say after she said Prosecutor Sanders.
Orderly asshole.
Oh shit! Ah!
Well, now, Miss Emily.
Hold on. Your objection was about me not knowing what I was going to say in an improvised sketch?
Don't take it personally.
I'm just a lawyer, as the Latinos would say, abogado, in a three-dimensional situation. But we have added a fourth dimension and a fifth dimension, and I'm reminded of Sophocles, who once said, "Good Lord, how is a person to defend themselves when they don't know their own enemy?"
As this courtroom drama is unfolding, a weird green vapor starts filling up the courtroom from underneath the cracks in the doors. Spencer?
Yes, Jeff.
Tell him about the gases coming into the room.
Oh, there's gas.
Thank you,
As a
Spencer.
court stenographer, I'm sorry to weigh in on the record, but something's wrong with the gas coming from the flour.
The gas itself flows from amorphous, diaphanous to
what?
solid and
I'm
taking
just-
form,
I'm typing as
contiguous.
fast as I can.
I'm just a jury member, but I tell you what, this gas makes me want to say everything I never did. I wish I would have taken a bath and a barrel of flour.
One by one.
I wish I would have hit a man with my car.
One by one, people from the back of the courtroom start dropping dead and suffocating from just green vapor emanating through the room.
I'm out.
And while it's happening, because it's such dramatic juxtaposition, Dr. Friend, as if he's not the one making it happen, gives his final argument about himself.
I am a troll. Trust your instincts. But I'm more than just a troll. Trust your instincts. I'm a troll who cares deeply about all species.
Typical troll.
You all.
Objection, Your Honor. People are interrupting his monologue right now.
They're right, we're interrupting.
It's in my head.
At this time, in this day, in this city.
You'll fail.
I was adopted. I just realized.
From a woman in Oklahoma.
I'm adopted.
My father is Nigerian.
Can I get
And you're all of you going to regret this day. Because I'm going to right now clear the green fog from this room just before you die. And then you're going to see the sort of troll I am.
Obamacare.
As your lawyer, I would have been appreciated being brought in on this strategy.
As the green fog clears, there is nothing left but a sea, or galley as they call it. Gallery? What do they call it in the courtroom?
Protege.
Protege?
Gallery.
Protege. Protege? Sabotage.
I'm
A
only-
sea of corpses. Corpses.
I'm a lowly court stenographer, but I know from going to college, it's a galley of dead people.
Either
And
way
I-
you look at it, as a Harvard graduate,
You're alive!
it's a bit surprising that a troll would surprise me with science.
Wait,
I
there's
have
a
a lot
tall
more.
man or a black man?
Well, I'm part
A
of a
troll.
lot of all qualities, but really the thing is it's a science.
As Dr. Friend slips out the courtroom doors, we crane shot on the conversation between those two characters who are immune to green gas. Cut to a Rolling Stones cue blares as we cut to the inside of a cyber tavern.
Just to clarify, Dr. Friend did not save those people.
No, everyone died.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll never stop.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm the overused Rolling Stones cue. I'm the song that's used every time you.
Yeah, it's like
wanna
$45,000 every time you use it. Because my
Just-
husband's a composer.
The camera pushes down the
Stupid
bar
girl.
as Visa holograms inform us of the state of the new world. The dragon president has been assassinated. BTL chips are infected with VRL viral nanos. Women are equal.
That's the sci-fi future.
Everything's insane.
Women are equal.
I-
Everyone
That's
has
the
agency,
future
but-
in sci-fi.
As your new president,
Do it.
Herman Cain. You know, folks once asked me what would I do if I did not win this election, and I said I would make mayonnaise. In fact, I did win the presidency, and I'm still going to make mayonnaise. I'm reminded of the movie motion picture Officer and a Gentleman, in which Richard Gere's character's name was Mayo, but his nickname was Mayonnaise.
We arrive at a lone doctor's friend. Now fully troll, now fully alone. He nurses his indescript drink through troll lips. and mutters to himself dramatically. It's you, Curtis. Here.
Oh, it's me. I wonder if I'll ever get over the guilt that I feel for not having cured all of those people in the courtroom.
Why can't you save me?
Your indescript wounds haunt you.
You know what? The thing is, Obamacare, Doc. Obamacare. And French fries. Do you like them?
You haven't fixed anything.
You talking about saving people? The camera swivels to reveal a trench coat cloaked troll of a different age, nursing his own drink.
Bastard.
He knocks back the glass with the air of an old school drunk before turning his yellow gaze on his racial compatriot.
Foomp.
Fuck people. Fuck 'em all.
What do you mean?
How many favors have they done you? Did they cure you? Do they give a fuck whether you live or die, doctor?
No, they didn't.
My name is Detective Emil Trollinger.
Of Emil Trollinger.
It's a German name, but I was originally Jewish.
Jewish.
Think about how that feels.
Feels.
We cut to the moment when he became German and not Jewish. Or not.
Why is Ellis Island still open?
So embarrassing.
The fuck? Why do I have to...
Well, we were working on some sort of trap.
Shit.
Cut back.
Shit.
Listen,
What are you saying to me?
I'm saying to you that this world we used to think was a world is the world we thought came after this world. This is hell, my friend, and it's divided into two groups of people. People who give a fuck and people who live to see tomorrow.
Give a fuck, see tomorrow.
My name is Detective Trollinger.
Trollinger.
I used to be a cop until I became a fucking troll.
A fucking troll.
Now I organize shadow runs for shadow runners. And if you call or visitext this number, you could get involved in that world.
Complicated.
Visit text is bullshit. I don't get it.
Why wouldn't you just...
Those voices you're hearing are called what the troll community calls the inner critic.
Don't deny me. I'm totally
The thing that what I like the most is ice cream, Doc. I like to go to Martha's Vineyard
One
and
of
get a
the
vanilla
one of the
milkshake.
troll voices is just Obama talking about.
Just do my best.
That's our curse.
Hey, Trollinger, you gonna order something?
Hey,
I'm trying to run a cyber tavern here.
Hey, what are you looking at? Where's the horseshoe? I'll take double what I had on the side of the hair.
Trollinger,
What are you talking about?
worked
What are you talking about?
very hard to achieve something in my life, and I've been knocked down every time I stood up.
Oh, well, you must be the only one. Sound of my eyes rolling so far back, they roll back around and came up from the bottom and are forever owed one rotation.
As Trollinger says this, he starts to feel his heart beat harder and harder.
Boom, boom. Funny thing about troll bodies,
Oh no.
they can take a punch, but not from God or Hitler. Do me a favor, Doc. Don't save me. Don't save me.
Okay.
This is no life.
I won't.
Maybe maybe.
No,
maybe,
wait!
Maybe you break the rule this time.
That goes against my code. I have to save you. I can do no harm.
Maybe you're a renegade,
Hippocratic oath.
Oh my God, Julie, did I hear you say Hippocratic oath?
Hippocratic oath.
Oh my God, I love their first album. They're
No,
so
seriously.
fun.
When I was studying nursing,
Yeah.
Hippocratic oath, bitch.
Oh my
Like,
God! First
that's
of
the
all,
whole
when you
thing.
started, I just want to say, like,
You know it, right?
I just want to say you always shit on your haircut when you started nursing, but seriously, it was so cute.
Oh my God! But
And
it's
really,
totally
you
fair.
look
Somebody
beautiful.
save that man. He's dying over there. There's a man dying in the bar.
Back
No,
to
no,
the
no.
present
We're totally
at Hank's
fine.
last
Yeah.
stand,
What?
where Dr. Friend was revealing his past to the gang.
We're just being nurses. Fuck.
We
We
follow
fucking do shit all day.
all day long,
So
and
sometimes
you guys don't
we
even
fucking
notice.
hang out and talk about shoes.
need a
Fuck
sound
you.
effect.
What do? You do
Yes.
you save lives?
Meanwhile,
No.
in the future,
My purse is
In the
made of
future?
tequila.
Maybe
in a goddamn board game, we like
do
save
something with agony
lives.
and save this guy.
As
Do a
the
little bit-
nurses continue talking,
It's really
we move
crazy.
from the
Oh, we
planet
have to
into the vacuum of
evaporate
space
now because
Yeah.
we're
and
women.
slowly to
We
the
have to
center
go
of the
in.
universe,
We're not winning.
where God and Hitler float in the center of all reality.
And they're watching a sitcom about two nurses
I'm
called
silent.
called
I'm a female. I'm silent.
God and Hitler are watching a sitcom called Purse
Hitler
Purse
and
for
God.
Purse. This didn't pay off.
They live on the Upper East Side, and they have girlfriends, and they're gross.
And we're crazy, but not really.
Hitler's hand reaches out with a remote. God's closes over the top of it, stopping him.
Really?
Don't, Hitler.
I just have a problem with the way you treat yourself.
I feel like he treats himself so badly. Wait, me or
I
him?
know.
Me
Both
or
of
your
you-
husband?
Both of you, but you more.
Okay, I know.
Just
It's
better
Spin-off
treat yourself
cliffhanger! That has been Harmontown. Craig Kikowski, everybody. Demoge Brown. Aaron McGathy, Spencer Crittenden. I'm Jeff Davis. Curtis Armstrong, everybody. Paget Brewster. And your mayor, Mr. Dan Harmon.
And Chris Burrup and Sarah Hill and Zach McKeever, who are back there doing all the technical shit every week. Chris and Sarah are doing the live streaming stuff.
Earthshine Jane for laying down the sexy booze on us. Leah for hunting down Curtis on the streets. I think we did it.
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.